What's up, y'all? It's the boy, the Amazing King, coming to you live in color, bringing you that oh so amazing touch. And we're back for another episode of the Get Ready for It podcast, visual episode. You guys, listen, look around. This don't happen a lot. So listen, enjoy it. But before we get into our topics today, I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to my co-host for today, my girl, Shay. Shay, what's up?
Hello, everybody.
Shay, this is your first visual episode. You know, we talked about this outside. Mm-hmm. You ready for it?
I am definitely ready for it. Are y'all ready for this episode?
I don't think they're ready for it. But I know who probably is. Maybe not. He's all the way from the country bayous of Alabama, Mississippi.
Yeah, let's get them all
somewhere
out.
in the country. Q! My boy Q.
What's up, my guy? What's up, my guy?
Listen, look around, man. We done finally made it.
We made it.
I see it.
Are you ready to get into it? And
ready to
guarantee
get
me
to
a couple of things when we talked outside the podcast, you know.
Remind me of those things real
You
quick.
told me you were ready to show your personality.
Okay,
you was gonna
okay.
give it all,
I said that. What else I said?
Okay, well, let's hop into it if you're ready for it.
All right, let's see.
Now, this is a conversation that happens a lot out on social media in the public. Do men cheat more or do women?
Whoa.
Now, I don't want to start in any type of direction, but, you know, I'm going to let my girl handle it first.
That's ladies first.
Attacked.
Ladies first.
I don't think women cheat more than men.
Excuse me? Okay.
I mean, but, you know, what's your opinion? I don't think so.
I feel like y'all cheat more secretly.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I feel
You're
like
my little secret, and y'all definitely be keeping it.
Y'all way more conniving with y'all's.
You see, men are a little bit different. We're stupid.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
We
We
are.
can
So-
I mean,
be.
you said it, not me.
When we cheat,
We can be though.
When we cheat, it just, you know, it's not done organized. You know, it's foolish. When y'all cheat, it's a plan, execution, paragraph, written out, diagram. Y'all be having y'all homegirls in between, all that stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we, the men, boy, we
Whoa.
cheat more. You know, we don't feel like we cheat. We feel like y'all cheat.
I don't agree. You know, I feel like we do things. I feel like women are more emotional. So if we do cheat, it's to really get the man. Like we want to get them where it hurts because they hurt us.
You see how she looking at?
I'm just saying.
She putting on a
Yeah,
man.
get the man, but y'all fall in love with the new man. Be forgetting about us. Y'all trying to show us a lesson, but end up falling in love at the same time.
Yeah, the math ain't mathing. Because you just basically saying that if a man do something wrong, y'all cheat.
See, like,
Go ahead.
well, we be thinking with our second head, so like y'all be thinking with y'all heart.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say it like that. I'm gonna say it like that.
We're attacking you with this one, aren't we?
A little bit. I feel very much attacked.
I mean, it's
See,
honest though.
I told you before you came in here don't be attacking her. You feel me? You the one wrong. I'm on her side. But on my side
Wow.
as well.
Okay.
You know
So
what I'm
you're
saying?
like the devil's advocate here.
Pretty much.
if the devil looked like me here, it's a family show.
Do you want that comparison?
I mean, but
Go ahead. Do you?
the devil was an angel one time before. Oh, yeah.
Was.
See, you try to unwind that.
Was.
But you are him right now.
Whoa.
Country by you.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay,
next one.
let's
Let's
go.
talk about this. Do you guys feel like people are addicted to struggle?
I don't think so.
Why is that?
I believe that some people don't. I feel like some people are ignorant and don't know how to get out of their own way or ask for help. But I don't think they're addicted to struggle. Nobody wants to struggle.
At all, period. Definitely in this economy.
Or too prideful to ask for help. Something
You
like that.
think I want to work 2 jobs with a bag back? No.
That bad back might have been hereditary. So.
Huh? Country by you? What was that?
Go ahead.
It's the water in the Mississippi, ain't it?
It may be.
Getting into your brain.
I mean, but it's blessed me so far. So.
Answer the question, man.
Okay. But yeah. I mean, struggling like in the sense of, I say like with the prideful thing, like not asking for help when you know you need it.
I agree. I think we as
That's what I can think
people,
of.
we do not want to struggle. I think there's some circumstances that cause us to unfortunately be in those unfortunate circumstances, but nobody wants to struggle.
Nobody wants to stay there.
Right.
Yes,
like I like
exactly.
to eat good food. If I don't have money,
Yeah.
I can eat that good food.
You can't.
Oxtails, collard greens,
Yep,
corn on the cob.
that's your go-to. Oxtails.
Always oxtails.
I know.
You
I
know,
respect
but-
it. I respect it.
Let me ask y'all a question here. Have we normalized not being okay? And how do we normalize not being okay? Because I personally feel like we get into situations where we always got to be like, no, we're not okay. But we're not really. Inside, we're not okay. How do you guys feel about that? Let me beat you to it, okay? Because I'm going to give you some time to think about you, right? I'll give you a prime example, right? You know, we go through life when we struggle through depression, anxiety, and things like that. And then when people ask us about that, we're like, we're okay when we're not really okay.
Yeah.
You think, you know, my girl Shay is a teacher.
I am.
What is something that you think you can tell a young adult about how to overcome being honest about their feelings?
I feel like it starts with making sure that person is safe. Or they feel like they're in a safe space or with a safe person. Because I feel like when people ask you, hey, are you okay? You really don't want to know if I'm okay or not. Or you don't want me to go into full detail. So I feel like the safe answer is, yeah, I'm fine. I'm okay. But I would definitely make sure the person feels safe first and then allow them to know that, hey, you can talk to me whenever you feel like it or whenever you feel as though... Whatever you want to share, you can share with me, you know, and make sure it's confidential. You know, make sure they have that trust with you as well.
That's the big thing though about it. Like, I feel like people don't trust whoever they're talking to nowadays. I feel like people gonna use that to their advantage or something like that. You know, because some people want to hear your sorrows. They want to hear you going through stuff and certain things like that.
I mean, I definitely agree on that. To piggyback on what Shay was saying, I think a lot of times we get into the circumstances where, you know, we don't want to be a burden on anybody. You want to be like, okay, you know, I got everything okay. No, you don't. Everything is crumbling. Okay, as soon as you walked out that door, I fell on the ground in shambles, you know, on my prayer cloth. You feel me? So I think being transparent, especially with your friends. So this leads me to my next question. How do you know when somebody's your real friend?
I feel like it takes time to know if that person is your real friend. I'm a very observant person, so I don't use that friend word loosely. There definitely needs to be loyalty, trust. I need to find that person as a safe person. And we need to have some skin in the game. It's not, I don't do like 2-3 weeks and we friends. Like, no, we're associates. I feel like you need to categorize your people, and not say friend all the time because they're not your friend.
Need like, you know, like them little tabs like they got like in the binders.
We ain't doing that now.
I mean, but like, that's the proper way to do it though. Like, why not?
Mentally do that.
Mentally,
that's what I'm saying.
You can't be saying it out loud.
Why
like,
not?
I don't know you for 2 weeks. There's a lot of ways to determine somebody. I think loyalty is the biggest thing, and trust, because we just got done talking about that. If I can't trust you, you're not my friend. If you ain't got no loyalty, you're not my friend. One of the things that you know, if I was telling people, if I let you come in my house and go in my refrigerator, without asking,
that's trust right there.
I love.
Go in my cabinets.
I love. You know you like
My
your
friend
food.
did that. My friend did that the other day.
Yeah.
I had wait a minute. I was like, how long I known you for? I had to realize they was my real friend. Let that slide. Talking about what's in your refrigerator. Went in there all willy nilly. Hey, one of my ice cream sandwiches on.
How many you had left though?
I had 2. And they took one.
Okay. All right. That's understandable.
But you know, because I trust them and they're good to me, I'm good to them.
All right.
But also to piggyback off of that, but it's also a big thing to know when somebody is not your friend, right? It doesn't take that long to notice, but I think we as people, we typically, you know, give people time. Me,
I don't give too much time. I don't know. I'm big on energy, so it depends on how your energy is around me.
Well, I get that because Lucifer, you know, he was the same way. So because that's your cousin
That's crazy.
Mixed in between, I understand
Yep,
why you like that type of love in your heart. Do we need to break that down? We don't got time to break it down.
We don't. But
Anyway.
let's keep moving.
But no, I really think that we got to realize when people are not our friend, if they're causing us any type of mental. If we tell them something, it's everything we hear it back. If we can't trust them, if they're not supporting us when we're supporting them, equal. Right? If I'm pouring more into you, you're not pouring anything to me. What is the point? Because that's the point of a friendship.
Comes
Give and
draining.
take.
I said that like stuff like that becomes draining. Like
When it's all about them and not about you.
yeah, I mean, like coming to you negative. Like it's always something negative. You always down on something. Sunny skies, and you still find something to frown about.
So let me ask you this: when you witness that type of friendship developing and it's not going in the right direction, do you say anything to them? Do you talk about it? Do you?
I try to talk. Like it's only so much talking you do to a person though.
What type of talking? Hey fam, you ain't doing what's
No,
type of
I
talking?
ain't saying like that. It's like it's ways to to talk.
I would definitely say something to my friend, especially if I value that friendship. I'm gonna definitely ask them if they're okay.
Yeah.
Is there something that I can help you with, or we can point you in a direction to get you some help? But if it's totally outside their character and they're coming with a whole bunch of negative comments, and I don't like to be around that either,
Right.
Because it just brings everything down. But definitely point you in a resource to get some help.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. Typically, when I'm noticing that my friend is just not being supportive or there's something going on, I always think the mature thing is to have a conversation.
Yeah.
But then with the older I've got, that's the mature way to do it, right? But there's then sometimes when the higher power tells me, ain't no conversation needed. You see these here? Snip. What this stand for?
Cut them off.
Oh yeah, I had to be censored. I almost thought of something, but never mind.
You know what?
I had to censor myself.
Back to the glory. What are 3 words that are better than I love you? I am hungry.
Of course.
Can you buy me something to eat? That's not 3
That's
words,
not.
but it has to do with food, and food makes me happy.
How about how are you?
Ooh.
Okay.
See, you brought it deep right there.
Yeah.
That's a good one. If we had like a prize, you would have won it today.
Oh.
Him, lost first quarter. What you got?
Oof. You got Bud?
Huh?
Oh,
What?
we just shifted totally.
See how you took it to someone?
What?
This is a family show.
It is. And as a family, do you got Bud?
But we don't know you like that.
All right. You asked me for my 3 words, and I gave you mine.
I thought it was gonna be something more than that. Okay.
That's
I'm
what
gonna give
makes
you 5
me
seconds to
happy.
think of something else.
Okay.
Okay. People out here watching. Your mom ain't them people. Come on.
I love her.
See what I'm talking about?
Where are the
You ain't no
keys?
good.
Where the keys?
Where the keys to go where?
Get some food.
See, that leads me to my next question. Are you a big back? Yes, you are.
I am. I'm not gonna lie. My stomach opens as soon as I open my eyes in the morning. So,
Ooh.
and right before I go to bed.
I can say I'm a big back, but that's because I live in my big backness, right?
You do.
I come on this podcast every single episode
With
and
your
I say what?
oxtails.
Oxtail smothered with gravy over rice, extra gravy.
I think you added a little more gravy this time, though.
Call it what you want to. I'm gonna eat good. That's why I still work
you
2
made it,
jobs. I don't care what it is. See, no matter what I'm gonna eat. If I ain't got the money, I'm a prostitute. This is a family show. I didn't mean to say that, but this is a family show.
You got on this.
Anyway, I need to get that money
You do.
to be able to get that oxtail.
You do.
I'm a, huh?
Those
Don't
costs.
be revealing any truths on this show.
no,
'cause people,
no.
Oh, wow.
I'm a man of God. Okay.
That's not what we discussed outside, but you
Right. Anyway,
Go ahead.
do you enjoy occasional Thanksgiving dinner?
Well, you know what? Honestly, I love Thanksgiving dinner, but after Thanksgiving, I'm over it.
You got 2.5 days for me, and it's a wrap. I give you 2.5 days because when we were younger, my mom used to be like, "You finna eat that till it's gone. Till it's gone." 8 weeks later, I'm still eating stuffing and macaroni and cheese.
It don't taste the same.
At all.
After the next day, I might do like a turkey sandwich,
Right.
on a Hawaiian roll. But other than that, I'm done.
'Cause
Mac and cheese don't taste the same. Nothing.
Because after the
don't
Thanksgiving, the give, because we call it the give. We don't call it the give. You get me? The food going in the trash 2.5 days later for me.
Oh,
I know that the bayou, y'all start using the bones as marinara sauce and start putting it and fixing it.
you know,
we-
black
we-
people
we
don't do
take it
that.
back
You keep
around.
it that whole week.
My mom used to take the bone from the some type of bone,
The turkey bone.
and
make
put it in the
soup.
freezer.
Yeah, that's good soup later.
Now you talking about
Soup
me.
for what?
Huh? Or just stock, like turkey stock, and cook it with other things.
You know about food.
My mom was different. She was one of the way in the waters Baptist woman, so she was.
So she was from Mississippi.
No, she was from Florida. I don't know if that Mississippi River water ran into ours, but it
I don't
definitely
know.
gave country.
That's a distance.
Country
I don't know.
bumpkin, but I love you, mama. Next one. Do you believe that people intentionally create broken homes? And where I'm going with this direction is, like, for example, I was watching an interview with Cam Newton, and he was talking about how he has 8 children with 3 different women. And he's like, I want to have more. Do you believe that people intentionally break up homes? I'm going to give you another example. Nick Cannon. He got like 17, 20. Don't quote me because I can't count. I'm not good at math. But he got like 17, 14. How do you feel about this, guys?
I feel like people with money can do that. I don't know why they choose to, but
So it broke the game.
I mean they can, but it's no I don't see the use in doing it. Like honestly, like I don't agree with it because like I know myself I wouldn't do it. But,
So how many you looking to have?
Honestly, like I always say like 4.
14. I know you lying.
Just
Great.
I said 4.
I mean,
like, but not like with like everybody here and there. Like I want to
14, but
I said 4.
oh, it really gets 14. I know your math is bad.
I know.
What were you saying?
I don't think they do it intentionally, but just like you said, like they have money. That's not an excuse though. Just because you can pay for children and afford children, you're still not there physically and you're not there emotionally. Like Nick Cannon has like, I want to say 13 kids. You can't be in 13 baby mamas.
Right.
So you can't be in 13 places at one time.
Right, with no intention on trying to make those women your wife. Like you intentionally go into a situation, you tell them that I am not looking to settle down. I want to multiply with different women. Like you just said, there's no way that he can give the same type of love to each child equally, excuse me. So some child, which is if it's 12, at least 5 of them kids or 6 or most of them are probably not getting the love and nurturing from him.
No. And the kids are the ones, I mean, me being the teacher, the kids are going to be the one that suffer the most.
How do you feel about the women, though, that accept that? Like, they know that he already has, like...
You already know they accept it.
No, but let me finish. So they know that he has 12 kids, but they said that, no, I'm going to do another one.
That's more money for me.
I feel like they're adults, so they know what they're signing up for. I hope they don't think that they're going to be special and to change his mind, but...
Like, if you after 5, you definitely not special. You just something he wanted to do.
Wait a minute now. That's not true. Now, sometimes the 16th one, they are the special one, you know, because now he got old and crippled, now he want to settle down.
No, he not. He not going to get married again. He's made that very clear.
I was about to say, he don't look like he getting married again.
So do you guys believe that marriage is still a goal in a relationship?
In general?
In general. And in personal
I believe
as well.
so.
Yeah, for said persons.
I feel like it's your personal preference. I mean, still, it's a lot of people still out here believing in marriage. I mean, I know I am.
It's a lot of people that's married that's single too. I've seen a lot of it.
Please expound.
Oh, come on now. Listen, I'm not saying all y'all out here. And this go for women and men. Y'all ain't... I can't say this on YouTube. You know the bad word that start with an S and end with a T? That's what y'all is in the world, right? So there's a lot of people out there that's living double life right now. I'll be honest with you. I know some people that, you know, you look and think they so happy, but on the back end, they got an old lady across the street down yonder in Nebraska, Alaska, New Mexico, and even China.
China? Mm-hmm. That's extravagant in China.
That's what I mean, I don't believe in the whole settlement that everybody cheats because I'm not a cheater, but a handful of y'all do. And when I say a handful, most of y'all do. And that's just facts. I don't make the numbers. I just report the numbers.
Where you get your numbers from?
Huh?
Where you get your numbers from?
Experience in life.
Okay.
Come on now. See, he tried to get me.
I was just asking questions. I was just curious. Yeah.
So how do you feel about that? Is your goal? Let's talk about you. Is your goal marriage?
Yeah, my goal is marriage. Eventually.
What you bring to the table?
Oh, what I bring to the table?
That's a good one. See, that calls a call. What do you bring to the table?
You know, like I'm a good man. I'm a good hardworking man.
So you take it too long.
No, let me explain myself. I'm a good hardworking man. Like I can bring like compassion, like emotional wise and stuff like that. Like
emotional. Okay. Keep going.
I can't stand you, but like I know how to treat a woman. Like once I like fully settle down, like I know how to like take care of one woman. I'm at the point where I've even told people like I'm not ready to settle down yet until like I'm fully comfortable in my situation and happy with myself first before I do that.
Ain't you about 34?
I'm definitely not.
Do that.
I'm definitely not.
Okay. Listen. Okay. He can't cook.
I can cook. I can definitely cook. I'm a handyman. Hard work. I'm always at work. When we go to vacation, we're gonna do some vacationing. All the other stuff we can do all that.
Huh?
What? Is that?
Ask me what I bring to the table.
What do you bring to the table besides your stomach?
See, you try to eat that, but let me try to eat you back, right?
Let's go.
I bring me.
Okay.
Let me finish. I bring me, and what comes with me is hard work ethic, a support system, emotional support, financial support, and I'm good in the bedroom. In the bedroom, we call it here. I bring that. And you know what? I can cook. I don't just be talking about oxtails just to talk about them. I can actually throw down.
What do you cook? What do you cook?
Chicken. rice,
Okay.
turkey,
Okay. What else?
macaroni and cheese, stuffing. We call it dressing where I come from. I don't know how you. So I want to be. We call it. I'm going right here. I can go a lot of stuff. Tacos, something simple like that. Spaghetti,
Okay.
shrimp, pasta, Alfredo. Let's go on. I can bake too. I just follow
What can you
directions
bake?
on the box, huh?
What can you bake?
Cookies.
Like you bake cookies.
Okay.
You said what?
Like you bake them. All right.
You see, to my people out there that may be a little bit, heavier set. This is the villain.
What? I'll just
Okay, this is not a good person.
Like you
this
like-
is Lucifer's little cousin.
like hostess and all
Don't
them.
call him that.
Okay,
Little Debbie's.
God's least favorite child.
God's favorite. One of his favorites. I'm gonna say that. One of his favorites.
That's right.
Because I'm his main favorite, and you are too.
I think you like last on the list.
I
Yeah.
disagree with that, homeboy. Okay, next one. Let's talk about a couple of things. Let's hop into some hot topics, okay?
Let's get
Because
'em.
you done brought me somewhere I didn't want to go.
You
feel
were
me?
already there.
Let's talk about somebody that is, he damn near in hell to himself. Diddy.
I mean,
Now we know
vacations
that
there.
Diddy has a lot of allegations. We're gonna put that out there because I ain't got no money to pay for nothing. Allegedly, all this stuff. Okay, this man ain't been found guilty quite yet from some of this stuff.
He's on
here.
a slippery slope.
How do you guys feel about Sean Diddy Combs?
I mean,
He was a cool dude back in the day, I guess. I don't know about him nowadays. He used to be cool with the little Diddy bop.
We are not finna praise that man on this show today. you know what's odd to me is how you can work that hard, get all that money, and it turn out to be the villain. That's just like
He always been the villain.
no, but just to still be that way, right? I can imagine myself. I work a 9 to 5. Maybe I'm just different. I could imagine working all those hours, getting all that experience, and getting to all those platforms, all those accolades to want to be the villain at the end of the day. Because everything he knew he was doing allegedly was wrong. He knew when that video came out with Cassie and what he did in that was horrible. He knew the way that women spoke about him was horrible, and he still continued to do this. Even though they had to be signs where the higher power was like, you got to stop this man. He didn't want to stop. Now his karma's coming this way. So I just don't understand, why would you want to be the villain in somebody's story? And not just some, most, allegedly. I ain't got no money.
I mean, I feel like he wasn't always depicted as this nice person.
I'm about to say.
He wasn't, he didn't pay his artists. He was not saying he wasn't a good businessman, but we know how he was in the industry. And I feel at the end of the day, he's not the only one. He just got caught. And, they always say they have to make an example out of somebody. He's just the example.
Oof.
And he deserves to be the example of all
They
these
told him
things
a
he's
new
saying
one.
is real. But they didn't tell him a new one. He deserved that.
They told him a new one.
If you are doing these horrible, heinous things, everything that you get, and it's not they torn, you deserve that. You must like that because you knew it had to come. Because you got to be kind of a little slow in the head to think that your karma is not going to eventually reach you. Because it is. It may take a long time. It may take months, week, days, a year. But guess what? That karma, she going to knock on your door. So it's your time, buddy. Let's go. Make it peaceful, make it hard. Which one you want? So, Diddy. I can't believe that. Let's talk about another hot topic. Atlanta man arrested for posing as a veneer specialist, a dental tech veneer. Let me tell y'all something out here. If you guys go to anybody that has the word tech in their name and not doing nails and they have anything with dental work,
That's crazy.
beautiful. They sit there and let that man
Lord.
play with Play-Doh and Elmer's glue in their mouth.
But dead giveaways are going to somebody's house.
Right.
Why are you going to somebody's house?
To get dental work done.
Like, what are you expecting? You expecting a cleanup job at somebody's house?
Got to be.
With the roach crawling on the
Cookie
wall
in
right behind
another
you?
room, babysitting the kids.
I feel like you need to do your research before you go to anybody.
Even real dentists.
No, seriously.
Okay.
Even real
I need
dentists.
to make sure you're legit.
Right.
Because I'm paying big money for you to fix my teeth.
Right. That's why like my doctor's old and just almost out the door. You feel me? Just I ain't gonna hold you.
Old makes,
gonna
does what?
It made me feel a little more comfortable. When
Okay.
I walk in that doctor's office, I
gonna
see an
have a
old man with a
senile
bad
doctor.
back with glasses on. I know he done seen some things.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be able to see your mouth.
If I see Quincy walking the door,
I'ma get you right.
in a
I mean,
dental
I'ma
bill,
He might be fresh
I'm calling
out
the
of
police. I'm calling somebody.
dental college or something.
Thank you.
You
Thank
know?
you. Praises. I don't know what about
Yeah.
you.
I just don't see it.
Disrespect.
But no, y'all for real out there. I can't. This story was weird. This man had been doing this for years, and he was teaching courses. And y'all really letting this man go
How
on
much was
y'all
y'all paying
mouth
for them courses?
because he had on scrubs and some gloves.
How much was y'all paying
It was the
for courses?
scrubs that got y'all out there, right? It was them scrubs, like because people see scrubs, they think, "Oh, you official."
I don't.
I mean, they got a uniform store on every corner.
They
No,
show them
seriously.
So I say like that ain't.
My hairdresser, she wears scrubs. I'm like, where you going to? My nurse's office. So I don't know.
Hair just gonna slide right off.
Right, I don't know. Like, and I saw like, what's going on with y'all out there? You got like what you said again. Research.
Yes, please.
People who play. I'm talking about dentists, foot doctors,
Yeah.
nail techs, hairdressers, all that.
Do your research.
Do your research, my people out there.
People just out here for $1.
Because we're going to be talking about you again on the Get Ready for a podcast if this happens again. Hopefully Quincy's not here because, you know, he was in the last order. Anyway, let's talk about Haley Bailey. That's her name, right? Haley Bailey? Bailey?
Isn't it,
Boo-boo? Bailey?
isn't it Hallie?
Y'all know I'm not good with names.
Okay.
You ain't, boy.
What's the girl name again?
I think
He
it's
about to call her Halle Berry.
One of them.
It's not her though.
I think it's Hallie.
Haley, I thought it was Haley.
Holly.
Haley something.
Never mind then.
Oh, Lord,
Listen, I got one. The Little Mermaid.
that girl name is Haley.
Okay, well, you can say her name because clearly we
All
don't
right.
want to mess up her name because we have respect. She was dating a man called DDG, and unfortunately, they broken up. You know, they've been very public about their relationship. You know, they just had a beautiful young boy, and unfortunately, they have broken up.
That boy be.
How do y'all feel about this breakup?
I just want, like, why do celebrities feel like they have to give like a full in-depth, this is why we're splitting? I personally don't care.
At all?
Like, you don't have to,
Like-
you don't owe us an explanation for your
Like,
separation.
I didn't even know y'all got together.
But no, seriously.
My bills are too high. I'm worried about paying my light bill. I'm not
Man,
worried about you
what?
talking about you breaking up. Millionaire.
You're
worry about the
wasting a
weather.
whole Instagram post on why y'all broke up.
Right. And he said something very polarizing to me. He said a relationship is like a job.
Wow.
And that showed me who he was at that point. Because if you look at a relationship like that,
You
that
shouldn't be
means
in that
you shouldn't be in a
relationship.
relationship. Because if he's probably talking about being emotional support. That's weird to me. That's supposed to come natural to you if you love somebody. Now I'm not saying because we don't, you know, I think she handled it the smart way. She ain't say nothing. Still to this day, she hasn't said anything.
I think she
I
made
feel
a
like
song.
that's the best.
Did she just make like a little song?
No, that's she been
I saw
did
some
that
on
song.
Twitter.
Who?
Twitter.
It is called X now. Please.
I like
Is it
Twitter.
really?
Yeah, it's called X.
Oh, wow.
Now I still call it a Twitter bird. You feel me?
You know what I'm
Cuz?
saying? Tweet.
But no, for real, but also, you know, they're very young. My biggest suggestion to people when you're young is to just experience life. I'm not saying going out there to give it up to everybody that you know, who you see. If you want to do that way, do it that way. Just be safe while you're doing it. I just personally
Exactly.
feel as though you should be experiencing life. And I think maybe, you know, they haven't had a chance to experience that. Because I don't think DDG, if he was a little bit older and a little bit more mature, he'd be saying that same sentiment.
I mean, but they just had a baby though.
Is a baby supposed to keep somebody together if they're not happy?
No, I'm saying like
But you know how when
They
you
shouldn't have, like-
listen when you but you know how life works. When
I
you-
understand,
when you're
but
in a
like-
slippery slope, you know, it's just
no Diddy.
this ain't got nothing to do
I
with
just said
that.
no Diddy. I'm sorry.
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. My bad.
Don't bring that man up on my podcast.
My bad.
no.
You said
Okay.
somebody
Okay.
This
slip.
is once again. This is a
I
family
heard
show.
slip and I got scared. My bad. Go
Every
ahead.
first of the month, this is a family show.
It is.
Anyway,
My bad.
how do you feel about people when they get together at a very young age, like high school sweethearts and stuff like that, and then they get older and then get a divorce because they haven't experienced life?
People change.
Yeah.
And when you get together so young, you know, you experience the puppy love and all that kind of stuff. But I think people don't understand that as you grow older, you're going to change. And the person that you fell in love with at 16 is not the person that you experience at age 30. So,
Exactly.
you know, I think that's probably where they are right now. Like, oh, it's not the same as,
Right.
you know, a few years ago. No, I'm not the same person.
At all. I've changed.
And I feel like it's all right, like to go on a break, like with said person, or not like so you can go out and experience something else. And if you like, you say like, okay, I feel like that's what this is. But like I had so and so with said person, so I feel like maybe this time around it'd be like a little different. Maybe I'm mature this time. Maybe she mature on her end.
Yeah, I'm not doing no breaks. I'm not. What you said the last time you said, you just like you're not spinning the block.
No, I don't do that.
I don't believe in that either.
Yeah, I understand, but like,
Because if I was good to you, then
but like y'all just said, people change.
right. But I don't have to
And it
wait
may
for
be
that
different.
change. I don't have to wait for that change.
You don't. you're just gonna be evil all your life. I can see you with
That's
like.
not being evil. What?
I can see you with about 10 cats.
I'm supposed to wait on you.
I can see you with about 10 cats
You
at the
ain't no
age of
good.
40.
I can see you with 12 dogs with a crocodile in the back of your yard.
And then my family gonna be right behind the dogs.
You gonna be okay? I don't want to go
where
into
yours
that,
gonna be
'cause
at? Where yours gonna be at? There you go.
Anyway, let's talk about finesses. We're in the realm of relationships. Finesse 2 times, crazy name, discovered that one of his mothers of his children is actually not his child.
That's crazy.
Crazy as hell. Because first of all, I do believe that blood tests need to be mandated at birth for both sides and both parties to prevent things like this happening.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
How old was the child?
Yeah,
when he
that's-
found out?
Like what?
That's I don't.
5, 4, 3.
Whoa, that is a long
2-1.
time
That is a long time. 2, 1,
for
one of
you
them.
to not know that was your baby.
So was he in the hospital with him or like? How,
I don't know. It's not his. Okay, the DNS told that is not him. Diana said, "Listen, player,
don't lie.
You've been the fool this whole time." I wonder if he signed the birth certificate. You know, if you sign the birth
Probably
certificate,
did.
That boy
make
got
you,
finessed.
ooh, finesse. You got finessed. Ooh, because if you sign that birth certificate by law, that's your child. No, but I really think that on both parties, man, they should have just get a DNA test. Because now, unfortunately, a child that has thought that they were yours is no longer yours, and you're probably
Yeah.
going to treat that child differently. Because you find that hurt. Because that's hurt to find out that you think a child's yours and not yours. Like, I don't know if I'm sticking around for that, honestly.
But I feel like you shouldn't take that out on the child or like do it in it's how you do things. You talking about some It's
I
how you,
think that's the
it's how you do
problem.
things.
You're making it sound like
That's your problem.
He should do that. He should not. If he's hurt, he's allowed to feel that way.
Yeah, he's
And
allowed
if
to
that
feel
child
hurt.
represents that hurtness, he doesn't have to be in that child's life.
He doesn't, but I'm saying like if they got a good relationship, he don't have to be
What do
like
you mean?
sour towards the child.
She's been lying to him for the past 5 years. That's not a good relationship.
I'm talking about towards the child, not the mom.
But that comes hand in hand.
No,
Okay.
it doesn't.
Yes, it
okay.
does.
I don't see
No.
how, but okay.
If I find out that the child that you've been telling me is mine is not yours, you have hurt me and I want nothing to do with that child anymore.
So you like
Even
what
after
type
you-
of cat you like? Sylvester, like the gold ones.
What do you mean?
I'm trying to see what type of cat you like, so I'm
I'm confused. What do you mean?
gonna pick you out a cat after you.
So you mean me standing on business about somebody lying to me about a child being mine? I'm wrong because I don't want nothing to do with the child? Make it make sense.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
If you build a relationship with the child and you find out that they're not yours, you're just going to cut off the relationship with the kid?
Absolutely.
Okay, I know that's you. For the other people,
Right.
right?
The more
I feel as
inclined with their
yeah, you're emotionally
feelings.
attached.
Like
There's people out there that are the biological fathers and ain't with their child. Oh, it got quiet now.
that's understandable, but
Well, it's
they obviously
understandable
not there
that
to have a
there's people
relationship
that are biological fathers and not with their children. What are you talking?
because they're not there to have a relationship with the child.
They're not
I
there
can see
because
it.
they're choosing not to be there.
Exactly. But if he was there the whole time, then obviously he probably developed a relationship.
You're
between
giving
them.
more okayness with the father that's not there, who's supposed to be there.
Because that was his choice. That was his decision.
When you lay down and have a child, it's always going to still be something
His
you should
decision.
do. Yeah, his decision, right?
Something he should do, but he chose
Right.
not to, right?
Yeah, so but you're not making sense right
But
now.
then Finesse was there
Finesse?
with the child, developing
Right,
a relationship
because he
with
thought
him.
the child was his.
Okay. He thought, so he developed a relationship with
Right.
the child. And the child's biological dad was not there because
Right.
he chose not to be there.
Right? But you're giving more kindness to the father.
To
wasn't there.
Finesse.
I don't.
Not
That's not
the
what he
father.
just said. But you feel me? I don't want to go into this because listen,
I'm with Q on this one.
y'all been against me since the Man and Press recording this on this podcast today. How do you guys feel about cancel culture? You know, we've had a lot of celebrities such as the Baby, Deshaun White, Christian Michelle. How do you guys feel about cancel culture?
Who been canceled lately?
Specifically, let's talk about the Baby has been canceled. You know, he came out a couple years ago and he said some not kind things to the queer community and also women, right? And I think he believed that he was untouchable, and the world showed him, boy, no, you are touchable. Because I don't think he realized how
Need some
how
shit with some
everybody
bipolar.
has a fan base, and a section of that fan base is going to be queer people, and it's going to also be women. And once you go against those two people, you may not realize how big of a fan base you have. It's a wrap for you. That man can't book a BET award or at the drive-thru.
He can't book nothing in North Carolina, nothing like that.
Nah. Wait a minute. When the last time you see something about the baby popping? And mind you, he was on the rise. He was really on the rise, and then he just
The boy got big headed.
right.
No pun intended.
But I think cancel culture is appropriate when the party should be canceled, right? Like for Diddy and all these things, he should be canceled if these things are true, allegedly.
Definitely canceled.
I think R. Kelly should be canceled if all those allegations are true.
We can't cancel that music. Like, we can't cancel that music. I understand.
Okay, let me say this to the camera. We here at the Get Ready for a Podcast don't support anything that Q just said.
We support that music, folks.
We support good people at the same time.
We do. And he got good music.
But it don't sound the same.
It don't sound the
but
same.
the old stuff still sound the same.
No,
But that's
it
the thing
don't.
we talking about, because there's nothing but old stuff.
I understand.
So you proving on here today
Oh, Lord. Here
that
we
you
go.
still listen to R. Kelly, even on all those things.
I listened to him like a couple weeks ago.
Don't lie. Speak up. Say with your big voice.
I listened to him a couple weeks ago. Just one song. That's all.
See, earlier in the show, I said something about Lucifer. You told me to stop. Can I call him that now?
It was just one song. It was just one song. We all get one.
What song is it?
What song was it? I think it was Love Letter.
Not even.
That's a good album.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
It was a good album.
Once again, we don't support none of this. I don't listen to him at all. Okay, even though it was he had a couple of jams back in the day, but he don't have any for me now. You feel me? Not now. Let me get off R. Kelly because y'all not finna bring us now. We just started this. We just got to this point.
I don't support what he has done.
Exactly.
At all. Period. Music. The point. The blank. The end. Okay, how do you guys feel about? Okay, we did touch on DDG a little bit earlier. I want to just roll back to him a little quick. You know, after this whole announcement came out, Joe, who has a podcast, came out and he said, "Who is DDG?" Right? Which I know who he is.
I don't.
But there may be a lot of people out there who don't know who he is, right?
I legit don't.
And his response back to Joe was to talk about his age, which I'm confused on why people think talking about somebody's age is like a flaw or a hate.
Mr. Pump It Up?
Right.
Yeah, he made fun of his song talking about it just got gold, and I think DDG, I think he
they
does
got
music,
gold.
and I don't even respectfully, I don't know none of your music. All I know is that you
Me
stream on
either.
YouTube.
I don't know who he was. Like,
How do you guys feel about when people talk about people's age like it's an insult?
I feel like he didn't have a better comeback
I feel
for
like,
that.
okay.
I didn't know who DDG was
I
prior
still
to
don't.
him dating.
The Little Mermaid, true.
Right. No. I was just like, who is that? I didn't know if he was a rapper or actor. I didn't know.
I thought he was selling soul plates or something like that. You feel me? Upcharging those. That's how you became
plates.
No
famous.
shade to him.
No, just don't.
It's not. But what does he do? Like, to this day,
From
what does he do?
what Wikipedia said,
You can't trust Wiki?
he's a rapper and he streams
What does he rap?
Streams of what?
video games, I think. And he does
He on Twitch with it.
I think he's on Twitch and stuff like that. And he has a music career on YouTube. You know, hey, he's
What
a millionaire.
does
He got way more money than me.
He do.
But
What, do you
humble
know?
yourself, young man.
You know a song? You know a song?
I don't know a single word. I don't know how to start up, how to get, but I may not be his audience at the same time, right? I may, I'm a little bit older.
Who is his
I mean,
audience?
I look it, but I'm a little bit older. And I mean, younger kids, like 16, 18, 19, you know?
Yeah.
No, our audience back in the day was like what? The Dream, Neo, Plies, stuff like that. You know about listening to people right now?
It's true.
Nah. Well, couple folks.
I know you listen to everybody.
I try
Everybody
to.
that's in jail right now. Tory Lanez too, don't you?
Free that mind tour.
Excuse
Free
me?
that mind tour.
Please.
I'm sorry.
We do not support anything that Q said about that. Black Power. I don't know whether it makes sense here, but I feel like it makes sense
doesn't.
somewhere. Anyway, Dr. Ehrman, I think that's that man's name, says that the system should verify that what women spend child support on. And I kind of
Dr.
feel like
Umar?
that's his name.
Yeah.
Yes.
Want to do it? Anyway, he feels as though women, they should be their child support should be verified on what they're spending the funds on. He believes that it should be strictly spent on the child, and that's it.
Yeah.
I feel like this is something that's been going around for years.
Yes.
And I personally feel like, why do you care? I personally feel as though when you lay down, you decide to have a child, and you decide not to support that child on your own, it's time for you to pay. And first of all, we all know that the money that is given is being able to take care of the household. Because
Correct.
without the household, what does the child have? The household includes food.
Ain't got no house to hold.
Food, clothes,
Food,
TV, outdoors activities. What do you mean strictly spent on the child is?
I feel like that's just the man being salty at the
Innocent.
woman. Like it is going, just like you said, it is going towards your child.
yeah.
Like I'm not spending it on me. Now, okay. Now if you're going out and buying like a new bag or something, then okay.
But that bag seat is used
No.
for my
Whoa.
car keys, the
Whoa.
wallet.
Like a Birkin? You don't need one of those, love.
Need a burger and your son ain't have a burger yet.
First of all, who said that he ain't had no burger?
You got a burger. That he
That's
got a
rare
burger?
occasions.
That's rare occasions.
Maybe not. See, if I had a child,
Exactly.
little King, a little Amazing. You know, if I have a girl, my name is Pocahontas or Cedrica. Don't ask me no questions about
Yeah.
why. I just feel as though those are the names I want to think. But little Bonisha, I feel like that builds character.
Yeah.
You know, his
I don't-
Q's sister name is what's it again?
Jaquisha.
Shout your girl out.
I just did.
You see how I set him up to show love to his people, and he don't. What do you call that?
You hit me.
A hater.
I'm not a hater. She got a lot of stuff going. My sister, I ain't know, like, I ain't want to shout too much out, so I wasn't sure.
You want to go to the next topic?
I mean, we keep going. I like
Okay.
you, sis.
John Amos from Good Times.
Damn.
You know, that man had passed away.
Yes,
God
he
rest
did.
his soul.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that man, his story is unfortunately going to be ended bad, right? Him and his children have been fighting over his rights and legal matters. And unfortunately,
I saw something. Keep going.
the daughter said that she found out that her own father passed away when America found out.
That's unfortunate.
How do y'all feel about this story, man?
That's crazy.
There's no need to fight over money.
That's the root of all evil.
Yeah, because why are we fighting over assets and money? Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a lot going on with that family. Unfortunately, you know, his son has been at the lead of all that. That man had that man cremated. I think like 10 days after he passed away, and still didn't alert the family. They said he was changing the wheels.
Okay.
He was
he being shady.
He was taking the father out of the hospital allegedly when the hospital actually recommended that the father stay. The daughter alleged that the father was alone when he passed away in the hospital.
Seems like there was a plan all along.
Well, I say, so like,
They say when the family feud, nobody wins. But sometimes the
they
family
ain't
don't
on
be
this together? Because like,
But why though?
so how he got the body? Like, she saw him dead first, and he went and got the body or something.
Well,
like
he
that?
took the father to the hospital.
Okay.
The father passed away. This is all allegedly. Passed away in the hospital. Of course, the hospital is going to call the son.
Yeah.
And the son is going to advise to have him cremated. And that's what happened.
Okay.
I don't know. Seems like the family wasn't on good terms internally.
Good terms.
Yeah.
Not good times.
Whoa.
You see how we did that?
I did. That's
I
how
see
you
that. I see
flip
You saw
that.
how I said that?
I see that. I give you that one. I give you your first one.
They don't pay me enough for this. Anyway, the next one. How do you guys feel about the rise and fall of the Black Lives Matter movement? Let's take it to a little serious note right now before we hop to something else. You know, Black Lives Matter movement was very heightened, unfortunately, when the
About a year and a half.
a year and a half ago, especially when COVID happened. And but then come to find out, stealing money from the church. Not from the church. You know, I'm just using that as a metaphor. Allegedly, they was messing with the finances. Just recently, some guy was arrested because they found out he was spending the money on cars, clothes, and prostitutes. Allegedly. How do I feel about this? Because I feel like, why can't we be good people and do the right thing? If you need some of the financial gain out of the donation, you may be in the wrong business. How do you feel about this?
Who did it?
Everybody that was in that organization, allegedly. The CEO, The people that hit the charge of financial institutions, they was taking money going to church's chicken.
So I guess my question would be, why did y'all start it to begin with? Was this the ulterior motive to raise all this money and all this type of stuff just to do something else with it? Or you were really about the cause?
It's like we couldn't even have streets. Like every time we like a little painting or something, be a black mark over it. So I don't know. I don't feel like we really experienced like the full Black Lives Matter.
No, it was a trend.
Like,
It was a trend. It was hot topic. It was flashy. I even one time, posted my little Black Lives Matter stuff. You feel me?
It quietly disappeared. Like
Yeah.
I haven't heard it.
I mean, after all the allegations with the company, that's why it really
Like it just poof.
it was putting a stain on, I think, the black community in the whole, honestly.
But I feel like even before that, it was kind of fizzling out, just because we went back to normal. Society did. So
There was no structure to it. It was just
Yeah.
something to keep us quiet for a couple seconds.
You know what? You ate that one thing there. You don't do a lot, but you did that one thing.
I got
right
a couple
there.
gems
You
in
feel
me.
me?
I got a couple gems in me.
You know, let's talk about a couple of things here. If you guys had the power to change one event in your life, what would it be? Okay, one time,
Here
I
we
was in
go.
3rd grade, right? And I had I had started stealing.
What
I
you
mean,
just-
yes. I do feel like children, unfortunately, go through a stage where they may, start stealing.
Okay.
But see, I was dumb about it. And I got caught,
yeah.
right?
What did you steal?
Because, okay, don't make fun of me, right?
Here we go.
So I had got bored enough. I was stealing out of purses at school.
A little
Yes.
roguish, but
Hold on, I can tell my story because I'm honest about me. Let me tell my story, right?
real roguish.
Okay.
But go ahead.
I had started stealing out of purses, and one of my friends, she was a girl. She was like, "I want some lip gloss."
Whoa.
I win another girl person to the lip gloss, right? I wish my lie was better back then because I could have got away with it, but I was stupid because I was flashing when I had stole around, and the girl had reported it to the teacher, and I was flashing around. She's like, "Where did you get that from?" I was like, "I found it." No, you didn't. When I tell you that
So where did you find said lipstick, sir?
that experience when I got home
Yeah.
and the police people called me on my phone,
Oh.
Boy, using handcuffs behind
I should
chapstick.
have called the people on her right then and there. Because I didn't think I was going to make it out of there. I didn't.
Rightfully so.
Wait a minute, no. You're supposed to sit down and have a conversation with a child. That's the right way to do it.
In whose household? Black woman's household?
Yeah,
No.
You know what you got in trouble for?
for stealing, but there was a
You know what you did,
conversation
though? You know-
that should have been had.
Do you
I
know
couldn't
what you-
hit nothing with the belt slap
You know
in my
what you
face.
did though?
Go ahead.
You
I
went-
stole.
You went inside a lady's purse.
Understandable.
That's what made her tax you.
But see, when you listen, when you a child, there's certain fundamentals that you have to learn, right? You have to be taught. And
You weren't taught that from
maybe not.
All right, okay.
Give me a benefit of the doubt, right? Maybe
I
not. So the instead of instilling fear into me, I think there should have been something else instilled in me. Maybe a
Scared
better,
straight.
but a more compass. Like, this is not the right thing to do, and this is not. It wasn't like she had caught me previously stealing. I was a
Okay.
first time offender.
It don't matter.
And she was like, I'm finna knock your head between the washer and dryer, the kitchen sink. She woke me up that night whooping me. You hear me? You ever been whooped out your sleep? The fear of God, because you think you being attacked and stuff. See,
being
it's bringing
attacked,
trauma
alright.
back here.
You being attacked.
Go ahead, talk. I'm gonna need a moment.
I feel, shout out to your mom.
What? Oh, I mean, well,
Okay.
yeah, shout out to that lady. I love you to
Shout
death.
out to her because I feel like if she didn't beat you
Ooh.
or whoop you, she was trying to save your life.
Yeah, because
That's how it starts. Stealing out of purses. Then you do bigger things. I tell my kids that all the time.
then you go
So
to calls.
you think that hitting on the kid is can resolve it?
you shouldn't have hit on that purse.
Did you do it again?
I did not.
Okay.
But
So
because
it
I was-
resolved it.
I
I
was
don't believe it.
out of fear.
But it resolved it. You never did it again. And I think she said, I rather, me beat you and then you go to jail.
Because they was going to beat you.
Shout out to her. Okay.
Much love, Mom Dukes. What about you? Because you look like you was what if you had a power to change an event in your life? What would it be?
With this one, I say. Okay. I say my dad making it to my graduation. My dad and my granny making it to my graduation. I say that.
That hurt you.
Yeah, I wanted them to be there. So
Was
That was
something-
important.
Was something causing him not to be there?
Yeah, it was just like little stuff going on with my grandpa and stuff like that, like miscommunication and stuff like that. But
You cried?
a little bit.
Hey, listen, that's real.
I mean, yeah.
See, I ain't finna mess with you right now because that was very open that you did. We did Get Ready for a Podcast, and thank you for that.
Yeah.
How did you forgive them for missing your graduation?
I mean, I forgave him. It was because there's a reason behind it. It was like, it wasn't like really his fault per se. It was just like,
But it still hurt you.
third party that was involved in it. So yeah.
My prayers go out to you. Trauma and all.
A little trauma, but.
I see one up for you for tonight.
All right.
Shay, you have an event in your life that you want to change?
No, actually,
Ooh.
I wouldn't change anything that I've experienced or went through because everything that I've been through shaped me to the woman that you see today. So
You know what?
I wouldn't go back and change something.
Stand on it.
That's a very teacher answer.
Stand on
You
it.
know what? You out there teaching them kids the right thing. Because me,
try.
I got a million. How has your perspective on the world changed over the years? I have realized that there's more bad people in the world than good people.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. And the bad, sometimes you don't know they bad until it's too late. Until they embed it into your life. And you realize that they hate us, low life, dirty, ain't no good, ain't never been no good, and probably someone from the swamps of Mississippi. Anyway.
I don't know who hails from those, but
One of those swamps you from, I don't know what it is.
the bayous.
Country Bayou.
The bayous.
Did I ask you a question?
What happened?
How has your perspective on the world changed over the years?
I feel like the world is a lot more negative nowadays. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, people just be so angry. Like, nobody got no optimism, no faith in nothing. I be like,
Because a faith,
y'all don't believe nothing? Like, it ain't always gonna be bad days now. I know that much.
right? Because if you have faith in a mustard seed,
That's all you need.
that's all you need.
That's all you
Yeah.
need.
Ooh, see how I gave that good sermon there?
I see you. I pitched it to you though.
You kind of gave me something.
I did.
Okay,
All right.
when you
Yes,
do
sir.
it,
Yes, sir.
how do you perceive the world?
I definitely agree with Q. I think my innocence was definitely, I don't want to say stolen, but it was definitely unveiled. Like, oh, everything is not as good as I thought it was. Like growing up, like becoming an adult, it's not as great as I thought it was going to be.
They lied to us in high school.
It really did, because
Yeah.
this is not it.
Yes, it's gonna be the best years of your
A lot of
life.
stress,
What?
a lot of
You knew.
decisions.
All right, I'm
A
leaving.
lot of
alone.
bills.
A lot of bills. My parents, they made it look so enjoyable.
Effortless. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I ain't had to do
And then
nothing.
you get here and you be like,
This ain't
what is
it.
this?
Back hurt.
This is the ghetto.
Insanity.
So that leads into my next topic. What's your greatest fear then? And how do you manage that?
I don't have a fear, to be honest.
I do.
What's your greatest fear?
My greatest fear is to leave this world unhappy and leave this world struggling or unhappy. I'm gonna let you guys in a little insider. Unfortunately, my mom, she passed away when I was 15, right? And the way she went out, I saw a woman that raised these 4 beautiful kids, but her last moments of life was worrying about bills and struggling and being
Exactly.
alone and just always focused on kids. I can't remember a time when my mom went out on a vacation or she went out on a trip. She was just always focusing on making sure that she was surviving and her kids were surviving, which I appreciate that, but I just don't want to live my life in that same type of like, this is it type of mentality, right? Because it was rough. One day she was here and then one day she was like, okay, I gotta pay this bill. And then the next day she was going, I do sometimes ask myself, I wonder if when she passed away, if she was happy at all. And I can't, that's the answer that I haven't got since I was 15. So nowadays, I try to do things that make me happy. I do work my jobs, but I do stuff like this to feel like I'm doing something to motivate me and make me happy.
Yeah.
So that's my fear. And that's how I manage it.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you now.
Boy, I have my moments now. And maybe
You got like 1.5. You got like one.
Don't ruin that moment. Go ahead. I just was opening up to y'all. You gonna
I'm
come back with that. What about you?
Hold on.
You have a fear?
Pretty much what you said. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. I like what you said. Cause I feel that way too. Like I feel like I don't. It's like we feel like we got so much potential, and like we don't want it to go to waste. Like we don't know how many days we got, how much time we got. So I feel like, if anything, I just want to go full potential. Whatever I can do, I just want to do it. I don't want to leave nothing unsaid. Pretty much. So I feel you on that.
And that said a lot.
I ain't want to take away from you. You did.
So you just let me have my moment. You're just gonna put in there.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some relationships just a little bit, guys. We want to educate the people and give some people some advice there on some relationship. How has a past relationship shaped you currently in your views of love? For me, I could speak, I think that love should be equal. And love should be intentional. And love does not consist of manipulating or deceiving somebody. I was in a relationship a couple of years ago, and unfortunately did not end the best because I kept staying around when I knew my time was up. Right? When you in a situation, you like, okay, but they gonna change, and they good to me, and this feel good to me, and they doing good things for me. But in the back of your mind, this is not what love is supposed to be. Yeah. And I think that's a lesson that I learned, is to recognize when something is not meant for me and move on. Because let me tell you something. When you decide to remain in a situation that whatever higher power you believe in tells you to leave, and you decide to stay, they going to always make it end, and it's going to hurt. Every last time. So when they give you that sign, be like, hey, go. You be... Because when it ended for me, had me down for months. Yes. I still sometimes have flashbacks about that tragic moment in my life. What do you guys say about that? Or how do you feel about that?
One of my biggest lessons that I've ever learned, definitely take accountability for my actions. Whether, especially for my negative actions. And make sure if you're in the wrong, apologize.
That's a good one. What about you?
That's a good one for ladies. I'm sorry.
Not for ladies.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But,
yours.
Mine. Be friends. I'm gonna say that. Learn how to deal with each other first and foremost before you get into a relationship. It ain't always gonna be easy, but learn how to compromise. That's a lot. It's a lot I can say, but that's the basis of it. Just learn. It's always gonna be a learning stage with each other. So as you go along, just learn each other. It's always gonna be different. And I ain't gonna wake up feeling the same each and every day about each other. So just work with each other.
I like that. And on that note, hey, you guys, it has been another amazing episode of the Get Ready For It podcast, season 5, new era, visual episode. Make sure you guys check out the podcast page at readyforit_1. Make sure you follow myself at AmazingIam_ on my personal page. Q, where can the people find you at?
Y'all can find me on IG, LA_VON225, Facebook, DeQuincy Wilson Jr. Let's go.
And my girl Shay, where can they find you at?
You can find me on Instagram at Shay_Lauren94 and on Facebook, Shaylia Anderson.
We out. Get ready for it.